Chris. I typically do lasso with my left leg on his right arm. So if he's, let's say, closed guard right here, a good way to get into a lasso is basically from like a collar and sleeve, whether it's here or here. I like to start kind of here, you know, here, because if you go to this side right here and tilt him, his hand is here, okay, and you're able to go in with this lasso right here. The nice thing from collar and sleeve guard, okay, is I pull his elbow past my hip line, making it harder for him to actually pull his elbow back. Because if I'm loose, he can pull it back. If I'm here and I lift my hip up and I wedge that elbow with my kind of hip flexor, it's harder for him to pull back. If I move to this side right here, okay, you have a potential for a spider guard. Over this side here, you have lasso. All right. So one thing that's important to understand is that you have to lock your hand and keep readjusting this to your thigh. One thing I don't want him to do, and I need my instep of my left leg to be on his ribs. It can't dangle. It's got to be up, and now I control his right arm. The one thing I don't want him to be able to do is to have this so loose he can loop it around, put pressure on my fingers, and I'll have to let go, especially if he can just weave it around. And it doesn't even take much to weave it around. All he really has to do is just, before you do that, just pull your elbow back, posture up, and pull your elbow back. See that right there? Now weave it. Yes, and I push it. Because he goes against my grip. All right, so you're here for a lasso off of the collar and the sleeve. Okay? So we're here, I tilt him this way here. The other thing that's nice is that for him to pull this elbow back, he has to post with that left hand on the mat, which enables you momentarily to be able to get this right here, and you can go in for spider on that side. So here, we're gonna go in for a lasso here, and I'm gonna hook his leg here. Very interesting thing that happens here, and obviously I'm locking my leg to his ribs here. So oftentimes when you hook this, they posture up. What I want to do is I want to come up and I want to hook his leg, because I have two options here. I can kick my legs past and see how he falls, tighten that left grip, roll to my left side, give him a little bit of shoulder face here, reach here, and then just back step out of it right here as I come in for a hiking. So you have that option. But one thing interesting that happened is when they you have to constantly keep readjusting it here, and I don't use my thumb. You don't want to squeeze. You want to just hook, twist, and lock it to your thigh, so that when you look and see if it's a good lasso. So as I go here, what Philip did, he knew I was gonna go this way here, okay? So he began to shift his weight to the left, okay? Which enabled me to just go back that way and sweep. Sometimes you go over the left shoulder, sometimes you go over the right. But depending on how much of a reaction you get, obviously your primary direction is to sweep them that way, okay? So, collar and sleeve here, okay? Remember, collar and sleeve, you need to be able to move your hips. You don't want to do this right here. This is, I don't know what this is, but this is very easy to defeat because I don't have any spring. You need to have spring in your legs. So as I push here, lasso here, okay? Hook right here, come up on the elbow, underhook that leg here, and I keep locking this in as I shoot my legs past this. See how the shoulder drops here, and I begin to, yeah, see, if he goes that way here, well, I'm able to sweep him that way if he defends. So you're gonna first go for option A, and it's a super powerful sweep. I like to wind it when I feed that lasso on my right side, because if you're flat, flat, you're not gonna be able to get the lasso. You're gonna kick him in the face. So you're here, and wrap it, pull it. Here, as I scoot here, I'm gonna literally shoot this way here, and I'm gonna walk my hips and aim my shoulder to his face. Because I wanna keep this guard open because it's hard for him to close it. As I give him a little bit of shoulder face, like Khabib says, and then back step right out of it, let go. And you can go right to here in his zone, this trap, as you see right here, and then you can wrist lock. But you don't want to do that. Time. Collar and sleeve. Here. That leg also here. In order to reach that leg right there, I like to come up on that elbow and then shoot it underneath, because it's like I'm underneath him. And then you kick both legs. The left one past his armpit, the right one past his knee line. And you see, and I keep it here. All you're really gonna do, you bend your feet, pinch your knees, and your right knee is pushing him that way here. And I keep scooping up. All I'm doing is just walking and rolling to my left shoulder, aiming my shoulder to his face. Back step out, kick it out here, and then go south here, and go up on the side. All right, so we're gonna try that one first, so you'll kick it through. So last one. Start with collar and sleeve. Here, hook here, scoot underneath, shoot your legs past, and then I bend them, and then both feet are together as I literally roll to my left side. And if you want, grab here, so you secure that top leg, and then he tries to close his legs. It's hard. No passo with a good lasso. Rudy?
No, I was just gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3. Nice. Very, very effective.